does the palace appear to be, with all due respect, I respect the palace, I respect the crown.
Okay. Atenga.
Abat otedone arano mioi. The ancestors will strike you with thunder. You respect the palace, you respect the crown. What about the Oba that you are insulting every day, Abat? Oba no wefukpege wo no de wagmo. No na robera you eh. Abat the OGHIONBA, enemy of the land, enemy of the Oba.
And OGHIONBA said, we don't give up. It is now time for us to face him and tell him that he's destroying us, he's destroying the state. And then you do. How can the palace be running land administration they do? By the grace, don't be government they do for abroad. Now king they run land for England. The government. Why does the palace appear to be, with all due respect, I respect the palace, I respect the crown. I want to know, Elamo Gutsuwe, I'm from the palace, why does the palace appear to be so bitter with you? I don't know if you want to respond or you want to just ignore this question, but I see that fight. I see that bitterness against OBAZEE. What happened?
I'm surprised. I'm not aware that they are bitter. I believe they are. Maybe you want to find out from them why they are.
No, we want to know if there are if there are things you did that maybe we are not aware of.
Like I said, I'm not aware of any bitterness because until I learn.
OBAZEE too smart. He don't tell OGHIONBA about OBAZEE. He said na he heard he go take carry on. He said he's not aware. But he don't throw you under the bus.
So with MOA, we were able to show foreign institutions, the British Museum, the Berlin Museum, that we had a capacity, the governance arrangement, that if they worked with us, we will be able to build something that approximates to what they have in their country, and they will have no reason not to trust us to bring some of those items back home to us. And that is what we wanted to show to the world. So with MOA, we were able to show foreign institutions, the British Museum, the Berlin Museum, that we had a capacity, the governance arrangement, that if they worked with us, we will be able to build something that approximates to what they have in their country, and they will have no reason not to trust us to bring some of those items back to us. And they were quite excited to support us. So I really do not understand why we have all of this, the crisis. It's totally unnecessary.
Look at yes. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
No. I mean, what I heard is very, very shameful of people. You had visitors, people who have never been to Edo before, come in. Edo's like trying to take over the whole issue of art from Lagos. People finish from ArtX and you're supposed to come to Edo. And this is all supposed to be preparatory to what with celebrations over Christmas. Bringing in visitors. And then people who don't go and attack them. Why? For what purpose? So even if it is even true that something wrong was done, is that the response? How can you attack visitors on your land? I mean, in today's age, people still behave like that? Edo people? I know, it's really sad. Really sad. I don't think we understand the damage that has been done to us as a people. It cannot be about OBAZEE. It cannot be about MOA. People are in charge of that place. There's a government. How can a government allow this kind of thing happen? President Tinubu is facing major diplomatic challenges. How does this help him? I think we need to retrace our steps. We're taking this politics too far.
Yes, Nancy, Benin Royal Museum, that you changed it from Benin Royal Museum to Edo Museum of West Africa at Moa. Later, you removed the E. Now, what we have is Museum of West Africa Act. Yes, can you clear this part? Because this is where our people are really getting sentimental. Like, you said you were going to build museum for Oba, you not build. You said you want to build Edo Museum, you don't build. Now you come turn out to private museum that you took what is supposed to be Oba to build for Oba to build a private museum.
Well, first and foremost, I think it is wrong, very, very wrong. And the role of Edo State, the government under my watch, was clear. There are certain things we said we would do, and there's a certain way we did the things we said we would do. Building museum is not a priority for the state government. I cannot take money to build schools, to educate children to go and build museum. What I will do is to use that money, create an environment, and those people who know how to build museums, who can raise money to build museums, I will collaborate with them to build the museums in my place. Right?
Yes.
Moa, for instance. Moa has raised over how much? 30 million euros. Does I don't still have that kind of money to put a museum? So why would I say I want to go and build a museum? If I have that kind of money, I won't use it to build museums. I'll use it to build schools. I'll use it to build technical colleges. But if someone says, look, I can raise this amount of money, but we want you to show that you are going to support, that you will support this initiative. Give us land. Give us a supportive environment. Put some small counterpart money to show an interest, so that tomorrow if we come, it's not only our money that will, I think they knew this kind of thing will happen. We do that. The National Museum, even the federal government this state government, did they not take money to go and support UBTH? Is it not a federal institution? Did they own it? Did they change the name?
No.
So when people talk like that, it's just nonsense. It's absolute ignorance. At no point in time did we say that. We carried the palace along. And then we say, look, we will have more say. If we have something which represents the federal government, state government, and the palace, they see us as united. As we're dealing with these Oyibo people, they will see us as one, and they won't have any excuse. And these Oyibo, they try to play divide and rule. Many of them don't want to return these items, so they will be looking for cracks. And I knew this. That's why I said, look, let's all come together. Let's set up a trust. Let the National Museum be there, Edo State government, and the palace. That's what we started with. Said, palace, please give us a nominee, give us a trustee. Government will put a trustee. National Museum put a trustee. You foreign museums, bring your trustees. That's what we had. I suggested the Crown Prince, gave him a letter. He took it to his father. His father gave him his blessings, and he became a trustee of the trust.
Just please, 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir, because listening to our monarch, the Oba of Benin, he actually lambasted the song, like that.
I don't want to get into that. I want to tell you what I know.
I'm going somewhere, and this part is very, very. You need to clear this part. He said,
yes.
You brought a letter. That the song was excited, that you brought a letter. And you actually wanted him to sign the letter so you can have the artifact.
It is not true. That is not a correct narrative. Whoever said that is not right. I'm not sure the monarch would have said that. Because what happened is, you see, we had to set up a non-charitable trust. When you are dealing with foreigners, they're going to be putting money. They want to see transparency. They want to see, understand this is donations, but they just want to make sure that they can see through the money they brought in. And say, fine, we will also show them that we are straightforward and open people. So we will, yes, we will join you and set up this trust. And say, okay, when you set up a trust, you have trustees.
Yes.
Right? It's okay. Federal government, please nominate a trustee. State government, nominate a trustee. Palace, nominate a trustee. You foreign donors, nominate trustees. That was at that point. She wrote. I said, okay, being a young, very intelligent man who, can quite represent, let the crown prince represent. Have you be the trustee from the palace? And give him a letter. Appoint him as trustee. I gave him a letter suggesting him as trustee. And if there was no objection. There was absolutely no objection to become a trustee. That's all. And there was, this was just a trust for setting up this institution.